Welcome back. Do remember you can find all our top stories on channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us live on your mobile device. All you need to do is log on to m.channelstv.com and download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and the Channels 24 apps will give you access to news and updates. You also have access to the Eyewitness feature, with which you can share pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and don't forget, follow the instructions you see. The Cross River State government has signed a contract with a Chinese firm for the commencement of preliminary construction work on the Bakassi deep seaport. The state governor, Ben Ayade, affirmed that the project will boost the industrial drive of the state by increasing the export of commodities and opening up several gateways in and out of Cross River State.
November 23rd marks yet another epoch-making day in the history of Cross River State, as all members of the state's exco, alongside witnesses from the Chinese construction firm, gathered to witness the joint development agreements for the signing of two major projects of the Ben Ayade administration. The projects are aimed at boosting the economic drive of the Cross River State government. First is that for the commencement of the preliminary construction work of the Bakassi deep sea port by China Harbour Construction Company, known as the biggest ports construction company in the world.
You have my word. We will do our best to do a good job. A good job with our best quality, with our best service, together with our technical capacities. And I believe that after this deep sea port finished, the whole state government can be benefited from it. The people in the local will be benefited from it. And also all the industries in the other area will be benefited from this.
Also signed is a 1,000 megawatts hydropower project by another team from China. Upon conclusion, the project will increase the power output for residents in the state. For Governor Ben Ayade, the projects represent the lifeline of the nation's economy.
If we have effective combination of the deep seaport, the superhighway and the power system, Cross River State will be the new industrial hub of Africa. Most of the equipment, most of the engineers have already been mobilized to Cross River State. So this signing ceremony is not a traditional signing ceremony. It's a signing ceremony that follows with construction work immediately.
Residents of Cross River State are anxiously waiting for the realization of these laudable projects, whose benefits they hope will span through many generations.
An Abuja High Court has remanded in Suleja prisons Mrs. Miriam Sander, who is alleged to have killed her husband, Bilyamin Bello, son of the former PDP national chairman, Mohammed Bello. The FCT command of the Nigerian police had on Monday filed a 2-count charge of culpable homicide against Mrs. Sander, to which she has, however, pleaded not guilty. The police in the charge sheet stated that the alleged killing was premeditated, and as such they will be seeking the death penalty for the accused. Attempts by her lawyer to ask for bail in the alternative to allow the defendant remain in police custody was turned down by Justice Yusuf Halilu, who asked them to pick a date instead to argue for bail. Trial has now been adjourned to December the 7th, 2017. Mrs. Sander is alleged to have stabbed her husband with broken bottles more than 3 times, which led to his death. We move to Benue State now, where the government is faulting alleged moves by the leadership of Miyetti Allah to sponsor protests against its anti-grazing law. These concerns are also centered around inciting statements for the youths in Kaduna State to commit acts of violence. The State's Commissioner for Information, Lawrence Onoja, told journalists in Makurdi that the present administration in Benue State wants the leadership of the cattle breeders arrested to stop any violence from erupting or in Benue or neighboring areas.
Benue State government, led by Governor Samuel Otom, hereby restates its call on the security agencies to quickly arrest and prosecute members of this group for openly calling on the breach of the prevailing peace in our state. The latest reasons advanced by the Miyetti Allah as a basis for its opposition to the law further betray the fact that the group is fast running out of reasons and ideas for its unjustifiable opposition to a law that is meant to promote law and order and also protect the interests and economic assets of both farmers and law-abiding herdsmen. The anti-open grazing law is not meant to score political points, as wrongly claimed by Al-Hassan, as the governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Otom, and his administration would never play politics with issues affecting the lives and livelihood of the people of Benue State.
Still basking in the euphoria of the success recorded last Saturday in the Anambra governorship election, Governor Willie Obiano says he is not worried about the exit of the son of the late Odumegwu Ojukwu from his political party APGA to the opposition APC. Governor Obiano explained that rather than pay attention to such political issues, he is more concerned about fulfilling his campaign promises to the people. The governor told State House correspondents in Abuja after meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari that he will justify the confidence reposed in him by the people.
I came to see the president to thank him for keeping his word that the election in Anambra will be free, fair, and that exactly was how it went. And I'm very happy to come to report to him personally on the success that we achieved. I thank God. It is the Lord's doing. To win 21/21 is not an easy task. You just showed the faith the people have in me. That's exactly why it happened, and it is the Lord's doing, like I said. I thank the Anambra for this confidence they reposed on me and reassure them that this will encourage me to work harder. Well, we've extended the olive branch to my colleagues, my friends that contested with me. And as you can see, they've all congratulated me. And we will hold hands and march on. You see, our private ambitions can never be greater than the interest of Anambra State. So I believe we're working on well. The president was excited that the Anambra was happy that their votes counted. That's what he told me. He was very excited that Anambra people are happy that their votes counted, and that's a legacy he wants to leave behind, that he conducts very free and fair election without any interference from the federal.
Governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano. The political atmosphere in Nigeria may have been turned up a few notches with the announcement today by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar resigning from the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. First, the former Vice President revealed this in a tweet by his media aide, Mr. Paul Ibe, followed almost immediately with a statement expressing his displeasure with the leadership of the APC for allegedly sidelining him since taking over power from the PDP in 2015. Part of the statement reads, and I quote, "After due consultation with my God, my family, my supporters and the Nigerian people, whom I meet in all walks of life, I, Atiku Abubakar Waziri Adamawa, hereby tender my resignation from the All Progressives Congress while I take time to ponder my future." End of quote. Mr. Abubakar was the vice to the former President Olusegun Obasanjo when Nigeria returned to democracy in 1999. He contested against President Muhammadu Buhari alongside 3 others for the ticket of the APC in 2014. But having lost in the primary, the former vice president collapsed his structure to support the president at the 2015 presidential campaign. And when we return on news across Nigeria, we'll find out how different political parties in Delta State are preparing for the local government elections. Please stay with us.